Is up, Marvel Rivals fans, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Got Rivals here. First, before the video starts, I want to thank y'all so much for the support. I mean, the last video blew up, man. I think we're at like 6,000 views, almost 7,000 as I'm recording this video. But I do want to say only 98% of you guys aren't even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the video and y'all want more content like this, bro, just subscribe. It helps me out. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the video. And that's all. I just give me a sub. I mean, it's free. It's not like I'm asking you guys to pay me. You know what I mean? So just subscribe. But anyways, y'all, we're back with some more original character ideas. And listen, the Marvel community is strong. Comic book, fans are very strong, and y'all have some very, deep opinions about characters and stuff. But y'all, it's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you guys some ideas. So if you disagree with, certain abilities, or if you disagree with what roles they should be, don't be a jerk about it. Just let me know. Be like, yo, I think that this guy should be this instead. Y'all take this too serious, yo. Anyways, not most y'all, only some of you guys take it serious. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let's run it. Before the video starts, we hit like 200 plus likes on last video, so if we could please hit at least let's aim for 50 likes this video. I'll really appreciate it. So hit that like button right now, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, we're gonna go over some more characters. Coming in number one, we have a Vanguard. We have Scorpion. So I think Scorpion would be a really cool tanky Vanguard. I mean, he'd be badass, and I think that for a lot of skins and stuff, he would be really cool. But let's just get right into it. For his primary attack, we have Ascetic Tail Strike. So he will swing his cybernetic tail and it deals like AoE damage and acid damage. So like over time, it also like ticks down your health. I think that would be really cool. And then for some abilities, we have Tail Whip, so a quick sweeping attack that knocks back enemies and interrupts abilities. So like, if let's say a Black Panther, any diver like Magic, for example, is coming after you, you can just quickly do that. Then she can't TP away or like go in her portal and then gain her shield back and stuff like that. So that would be really good to counter her. And then another ability, we have Acid Spray. So sprays corrosive acid in a cone, dealing damage over time and reducing enemy armor. Really cool. And number three, we have Wall Climb. So kind of like, Venom, Spider-Man, Rocket, all those abilities to wall climb. But we have another Vanguard that's able to wall climb. So that will be really good for movement and will be really fun to use as well. And then for his ultimate, we have Predator's Instinct, enhances speed, tail attack range, and acid potency for 10 seconds. So he just becomes super strong for 10 seconds. I think this could be really cool. I feel like maybe he could also give some armor to his teammates to also buff them a little bit, which would be really cool. And then for his passive ability, we have Adaptive Exoskeleton. Takes 15% less damage from energy-based attacks. So like Iron Man's, pulse things and all that stuff takes reduced damage for that. So I think that would be really fun. And then for his skins, we have, his classic green suit. And then another one would be Venomized Scorpion, which would be really badass as well. So let me know what you guys think about Scorpion as a Vanguard. Next up, and I know y'all were gonna like this one, and this one's gonna be a touchy topic because of how popular this character is. But y'all, again, don't be rude about it. If you guys disagree, just let me know. But we have Ghost Rider as a Vanguard. So for his primary attack, we have Hellfire Chain, swings a flaming chain that burns enemy. I also think that this should, do some flame damage as well for like a couple seconds, maybe like 2 seconds or nothing crazy, because then it would just be overpowered because he could just keep swinging it, maybe like 1.5 seconds, I don't know, something like that, just to make it fair. And then for his abilities, we have Infernal Ride. So, summons his Hellfire motorcycle, granting increased mobility and ramming enemies. And maybe this could last for like 5 seconds, and hopefully it won't be as like hard to control as the Things Rush. Maybe, hopefully they can do it a lot better. This would be really cool. If Ghost Rider gets added, I feel like they have to add his flame motorcycle. And then for another ability, we have Flame Whip. Extends his chain to grab and pull an enemy towards him. So kind of like Mr. Fantastic, but this one could actually pull them towards him every time, which I think would be really cool. And then for another ability, we have Soul Burn. Deals damage over time and reduces enemy healing in a small AoE. And then for his ultimate, we have Penance Stare. Stares into an enemy's soul, dealing massive damage based on how much damage they've inflicted in the match. So this will be a super OP ultimate, obviously, because once he gets his ult, everyone's going to do a lot of damage during the game, and it's going to one-shot anybody. So, and the penance stare is an overpowered thing anyway, so I believe that's fair. I feel like he should be able to kill them with his ult. And then for his passive ability, we have Hell's Fury. Gains a stacking damage buff each time he takes damage. But I also believe that this should also stack to a certain point, like maybe topping off at like 30% damage boost, just so it's nothing like crazy. Maybe a little bit less, even like a 20% or 25%, because that's a pretty good passive ability. And then for his skins, we have the classic Johnny Blaze, of course, and his Cosmic Ghost Rider. So let me know what you guys think about Ghost Rider as a Vanguard in Marvel Rivals. We have one of my favorite characters in Marvel. We have Nova as a strategist. So for his primary attack, we have Gravimatrix Blast, fire energy projectiles that deal splash damage, as well as he should be able to heal his allies with his primary attack as well. And then for his abilities, we have Nova Boost, flies forward, knocking enemies away. I also think that this should add kind of like an AoE thing where if teammates are nearby, it heals them as well. And then for another ability, we have Star Force Barrier. Deploys a temporary energy shield that absorbs damage for allies. Another ability, we have Starlight Rejuvenation. Emits a pulse of energy healing to nearby allies. So maybe kind of like Adam Warlock's, where it just insta heals them, but hopefully not as OP, because if you're a diver going after a Adam Warlock, you know what I mean. It's annoying. And then for his ultimate, we have Supernova Burst. Charges and releases a massive energy explosion, dealing huge AoE damage, and I believe it should also heal allies as well. And then for his passive, we got Xandarin Champion. Gains a burst of movement speed when assisting an ally. So I think, again, this should also be able to stack into a certain point. So maybe like a 25% speed boost, which would be really cool. And then for his skins, we have, of course, the classic Nova Corp suit and his Annihilation Nova suit. So let me know what you guys think about Nova as a strategist. One of my favorite characters in Marvel. So we have another strategist. We have Beast Hank McCoy as a strategist, with his primary attack being Savage Claw. Slashes enemies with powerful claw strikes. Charged attack applies a bleed effect. So I think this would be really cool, adding like a bleed effect to the game, which would be really badass. So he would be a really good strategist for that, as well as obviously being a good anti-diver, just because you can add that bleed effect to the divers, which I think would be really cool. And then for his abilities, we have Acrobatic Pounce. Leaps forward and slams the ground, dealing AoE damage. But if he lands near an ally, they receive a small healing burst. For another ability, we have X-Gene Restoration. Boosts an ally's ability cooldown reduction and grants them a small heal over time. We got another one. We got Mutagenic Rejuvenation. Channels for 2 seconds to restore a large amount of health to himself and nearby allies. And then for his ultimate, we have Rage of the Beast. Enters a feral state for 12 seconds, gaining attack speed and increased melee damage during this state. Each successful melee hit heals Beast and nearby allies for a percentage of the damage dealt, because he would be a really strong strategist. And then for his passive, we have Brilliant Tactician. Every time Beast heals an ally, his next melee attack restores additional health. And then for his skins, we have obviously his classic blue fur, and then as well as his X-Force black suit. So let me know what you guys think about the Beast as a strategist in Marvel Rivals. Alright, next up we have another Vanguard. We have Dr. Octopus. With his primary attack being Tentacle Strikes, uses his mechanical arms for rapid melee strikes. I think for his primary attack, he has to have, his tentacle arms as his primary attack. I think that would be really cool. And then for his abilities, we have Tentacle Grab. Grabs an enemy and pulls them towards him. So again, another pull towards attack, which I think is inevitable with having his tentacle arms, which I think would be really awesome. And then for his another ability, we have Defensive Field. Uses his arms to block incoming projectiles for a short duration. I think this could also help with blocking certain alts like Magneto's alt or Magneto's alt, Thor's alt, Iron Man's alt, all the characters, as well as Namor's alt, all those characters. I feel like this could be a great counter to those. And then for another ability, we have Wall Walk, can briefly cling to and traverse walls. And then for his ultimate, we have Sinister Rampage, enhances his speed and melee attacks, dealing increased damage. And then for his passive, we have Superior Intellect, reduces ability cooldowns when using melee attacks. So kind of like Iron Fist, where if you're getting hit a lot, it reduces his cooldowns. But I think while Dr. Octopus is doing damage, I think he should be able to get reduced cooldowns as well. And then for his skins, we have the classic green and yellow skin, as well as the superior Spider-Man suit, where he is it's him as Spider-Man, which I think would be super awesome to have. Let me know what you guys think about Doc Ock. So we have another strategist. We have Mystique as a strategist, with her primary attack being Silas SMGs, fires dual pistols with moderate damage. So kind of like Star-Lord's primary attacks, but instead it's two mini silence SMGs, which I think would be really cool. And then of course we need to have this ability, Shapeshift, can temporarily disguise as an enemy hero, which would be really awesome. And then another ability, we have Tactical Escape, evades in a chosen direction, becoming briefly invisible, which would be pretty awesome. Another one would be Regenerative Mutation, heals herself and a nearby ally over time. And for her ultimate, we have Assassination Protocol, gains increased damage and movement speed, executing a weakened enemy instantly, as well as I think it should have an AoE of obviously healing her allies. And then for her passive, we have Master of Deception, reduces detection radius from enemy players. And then for her skins, of course, you have the classic blue with white outfit, and then her dark X-Men suit. So let me know what you guys think about Mystique as a strategist in Marvel Rivals. Next up, we have another Vanguard. We have Drax the Destroyer, with his primary attack being Twin Daggers, rapid melee slashes with his Twin Daggers, which I think would be pretty awesome, as well as his abilities with Titan's Charge, dashes forward and knocks enemies down. Pain Resistance, temporarily gains a shield that absorbs damage. Number 3, Vengeful Strike, if hit by an enemy, his next attack deals bonus damage. And then for his ultimate, we have Rage Unleash, increases melee damage and attack speed, which would be pretty freaking awesome. And then for his passive, we have Deadly Precision, increased critical hit chance on melee attacks. So I think Drax the Destroyer would be super cool. And then maybe, like, obviously having a Guardians of the Galaxy team up would be awesome as well. And just all those interactions in the game would be pretty fun. And then for his skins, we have the classic green and red tattoos. And then, of course, his Guardians of the Galaxy movie suit. So let me know what you guys think about Drax the Destroyer as a Vanguard. We have another Guardians of the Galaxy. We have Gamora as a duelist, with her primary attack being Godslayer Blade, swift sword slashes obviously with her sword. And then for abilities, we have Deadly Acrobatics, jumps into the air and lands with a spinning slash, so kind of will look like Magic's ability where she spins in a circle with a sword. And then as well as Assassination's Mark, marks an enemy, increasing damage dealt to them, maybe also adding like a bleed effect as well, which I think would be pretty cool. And then for another ability, we have Precision Strike, a powerful lunge that pierces through enemies. And then for her ultimate, we have Galaxy's Deadliest, slows time for a short duration, allowing her to move and strike faster. I know this sounds super OP, but maybe this could work. I feel like they could make it a little bit balanced, but I think that would be really awesome. And then for her passive, we have Zen Huberi Reflexes, increase dodge efficiency. And then for her skins, we have obviously her classic green and gold, and then Annihilation Gamora. So let me know what you guys think about Gamora as a duelist in Marvel Rivals. And then having the Guardians of the Galaxy all together would be awesome. Next up, we have Lockjaw as a Vanguard. I think Lockjaw and Jeff would be a super cool pairing in like the game. Just because, and then maybe they could have a team ability called like Furry Friends or something. I don't know. I think that would be really awesome to have. But anyways, for its primary attack, we have Titanic Bite. Bites enemies with high melee damage, which would be pretty awesome. And then for his abilities, we have Teleportation Warp. Warps himself and allies to a targeted location. So again, having another Vanguard with the teleportation ability, which I think would be pretty awesome. But obviously, this would be a lot different than Doctor Strange's. I don't know how it would be a lot different, but it would have to be a lot different just so it's not, super basic and just the exact same rework thing, but I think that would be pretty cool. And then for another ability, we have Royal Guardian, grants a temporary shield to nearby allies. Another ability, we have Mighty Paw Swipe, knocks back enemies in a cone. And then for his ultimate, we have a Dimensional Howl, amidst a shockwave stunning nearby enemies. As well, I think he should gain a little bit more shield, which I think would be pretty cool. And then for his passive, we have Inhuman Stamina, reduce ability cooldowns when near allies, which I think will be a really good passive ability and really fun to use as well. And then for his skins, we have obviously his classic brown fur and then Cosmic Lockjaw as well. So let me know what you guys think about Lockjaw as a Vanguard in Marvel Rivals, and especially because I think him and Jeff with I think they would need to have a team up called like Furry Friends or like Animal Friends or something to do with that. I think that's inevitable. I think that'd be really awesome. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Before we make it to the last one, if you guys have made it this far, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends. Again, 98% of you guys aren't even subscribed, so please, it'll help me so much if you guys just subscribe to let me know what you guys want this more. Also, comment down below and just let me know what your guys' thoughts are so far. Last but definitely not least, like I said, like, subscribe. We have Baron Zemo as a strategist, with his primary attack being Master Duelist, precise rapid strikes that deal moderate damage, consecutive hits increase attack speed slightly. And then for his abilities, we have Tactical Mind, grants a burst of healing to himself and nearby allies, also provides a short damage resistance buff. And then for another ability, we have Strategic Maneuver, throws a smoke bomb, making nearby allies briefly invisible and healing them over time while inside the smoke. And I feel like this smoke should be purple as well, which would be pretty cool. And then another ability, we have Hydra's Legacy, infuses allies with the serum, increases their movement speed and healing them over time. And then for his ultimate, we have Unbreakable Resolve. Zemo rallies his teammates, instantly healing all nearby allies and granting a massive boost to damage resistance for 10 seconds. During this time, allies also regenerate health when dealing damage. And then for his passive, we have Calculated Regeneration. Every time Zemo assists in an elimination, he and the nearest ally to him gain a small heal over time. And then for his skins, we have obviously his classic suit with his purple mask and fur-lined coat from the comics, as well as Thunderbolt's Commander, his modern black and red tactical outfit from Thunderbolts. So let me know what you guys think about Baron as a strategist in Marvel Rivals. So that was my top 10 picks for original characters I hope get added to Marvel Rivals. Again, these are just my opinion. My ideas, all that. If you guys disagree, just let me know. And you could be nice by doing it. Like, there's a lot of silly comments from last video where I'm like, why are you guys even complaining about this? Like, what? I know it's not a lot of you guys. I don't mean to say you guys, but just some people are doing it. Anyways, like, subscribe, share with your friends. We're on the road to 500. Let's try to get to like 50 likes on this video. I would really much appreciate it if we got to 50 likes at least. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.